What's good YouTube, Ben here, welcome to the next video on the channel. In this one, I'm going to give you another old school RuneScape free-to-play moneymaker. This one's called Prayer Equals Profit. Let's get into this. Alright, so in the game, you can buy symbols. Now those symbols allow you to unbless symbols specifically. They allow you to go ahead and get blessed, and if you bless them, you can actually make a tiny bit of profit because it doesn't actually cost anything to get them blessed. However, to do this money maker, you're gonna need a bit of starting GP and you're gonna need 31 prayer. You need 31 prayer to access the point where you can actually bless them. So we're going to go ahead and buy 28 symbols, which at current G pricing, I'm going to put them for 200. They probably won't buy for 200, but there we go. We bought unblessed symbols. We saved a bit of GP. So they bought for about 5k for 28, which to be fair, it's pretty standard to be fair. Now, I'm going to go ahead and bank them, quickly go ahead and withdraw all of them. And you're going to follow along with me. So we're going to go to the Edgeville Monastery, because the Edgeville Monastery is where you can get them blessed for absolutely free. No charge, but this is where you need 31 prayer, because you can't access the first floor of the monastery without having 31 prayer. So because of that, it's a situation where you do need some prayer. The thing with prayer as well is it can take a while to train it, especially free to play. Free to play, it's not the funnest thing to train, I got to admit, because the best bones you have access to in free to play are what? Like big bones, right? And training prayer off of just big bones on their own is a bit of a chore. You can get faster rates if you go to a chaos altar in the wilderness, but again, more often than not, you will get wombo comboed by other players because players use the... I went the wrong way. You need to go up there. But players will use that altar as a place to go PKing to steal your bones. Trust me, I've died there a few times training prayer on free to play. It's definitely not the funnest experience in the world, I got to admit. Now, with this method, all you have to do is come into the monastery and you want to go to the first floor. As soon as someone's trading on monks here. If you go to the first floor and go through this door, the person we need is in here. He's right there, Brother Jared. So we're going to go speak to him. I'm going to close the door as well. There we go. So talk to this guy. Now, in order to do this quickest way, you want to sit here and you literally want to spam 1 and space on your keyboard like this. Just keep spamming 1 and space, and then when that goes through that, just keep clicking on him. And it'll take a few minutes to get through the whole inventory. But once you do, you'll find it's actually a tidy little profit in this. And considering that prayer, you know, in free-to-play isn't as useful as it is in members, it's still useful, it's just not that useful. Not really, like... compared to a lot of the prayers that get accessed on members. Although it is still kind of useful in places like Wilderness, for example, if, you know, for the parts that are accessible to free-to-play. If people are trying to PK you, you know, prayers can save you. Especially considering that there's no, like, freeze or teleport blocking spells in free-to-play. So as soon as you get the ability to teleport out, you can do so, which is very nice. But we're literally going to sit here for a few minutes and literally just spam this. Spam making symbols. I mean, I'm typing ones in the in-game chat, but what are you going to do? No one's really going to care. Alright, perfect. Sit here and spam. Keep going. How many have we gone through? We've gone through over half the event. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 11 more to do. So, count them down. 10. Like, literally, it's a couple of minutes of spamming. But that few minutes of spamming is just kind of worth it for the amount you can make off this. Of course, bearing in mind, this is another one of those money makers where the amount of profit you can make will heavily depend on the, you know, amount they're going for at the time of the Grand Exchange. Because, I mean, prayers, like, holy symbols are actually, like, really useful for members and free-to-play. Because as far as I'm aware, it's one of the best prayer boosting pieces of equipment that you can wear. As far as I'm aware. Alright, keep going. Nearly there. How many more we gotta do? 1 more. Cool. So 1 more and we're good. There we go. So that's just done it, and we've done it in a couple of minutes. Like a minute and 2-ish, sort of. Around a minute or 2. And we also got most of our run energy back, which is nice too. So we're then literally gonna run back to the Grand Exchange and just sell them. Also, you can, like, just, you know, chat them ones if you want to. But again, it's another one of those free-to-play moneymakers that's just sort of different. Like, and I do get comments like it all the time on the free-to-play money-making videos I do. Like, sure, these moneymakers aren't going to make you mils. They're just interesting, different moneymakers for free-to-play, where you can go on for like a couple hours, do this, make a bit of GP, and basically just relax. You don't have to worry about doing the constant meta. Like, that's the thing. When I'm just grinding free-to-play for a while and I want to get some extra cash, I'll literally just do some of these off-brand moneymakers. Because that way I'm not just sat there AFKing at U-Logs or U-Trees even, or I'm not AFKing at Ogress Shamans and hoping for good drops. Like, this is just consistent money. Of course, providing, of course, you know, the value remains on the Grand Exchange. But we'll find out in a minute. So, we're going to go ahead and sell these. Holy symbols, sell all of them. So the current activity trade price is around 500. I'm going to put them in for 400 a pop, which is over double what I paid. They sold... There we go. I think they sold exactly on 400. No, 396. So we bought them for 197, and we just made over 200 GP profit per. So we made about 6k. And don't get me wrong, it's not the best moneymaker in the world. It's not going to make you mils. But it is a little one that's a bit different, you know, something, a nice change of pace, you know. But if you like my content, don't forget you can also like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to show support as well by becoming a channel member from as little as 99 pence per month here in the UK. And don't forget I do live stream. When I go live here on YouTube and over on Twitch and Kick at the same time. So when I go live here on YouTube, it's more in the shorts form, so it's more for mobile. If you want to catch those streams, turn on notifications and subscribe. If you want to catch my streams in full 1080p on Kick and on Twitch, don't forget to join me on those platforms. Those links are down below in the description.